up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is Season 2, Episode 75. I'm your host, California Cal. I have to say I'm one of the cool Californians left, but for the sake of being professional, I would like to announce my pronouns for today. I actually hadn't decided my pronouns for the day yet. So today my pronouns for right now are dance, and revolution. And if you do not address me as dance, and or revolution, you, my friend, are a bigot.
Damn, dude.
So welcome to the club, my fellow bigots and bigettes. I hope it doesn't beget you that we... I don't know. What up, everybody? I am your host, Dance Revolution, California Cal, him, he, air, e, I, o, u, and sometimes y. Yo, I cannot wrap my mind around the pronoun thing. But anyways, you guys... This is Season 2, Episode 75. That makes 175 episodes in. This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on all the contexts and perspectives that we have in life. Because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier, doper, and funner life is. And the easier it is to understand and just fucking enjoy the shit. You dig?
Damn, dude.
So that's why the show exists. We have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
You know, just here to help expand the mind and the way that we think. This show is about authenticity to the fucking fullest. That's what we do. That's what we talk about. It's kind of the general theme. This show is it's like, I don't want to say everybody, but it really is, because the whole theme of the show is fucking real. And whether you live on the other side of the country or in another part of the world or whatever, you can find something relatable in this show. I'm just some average dude. I'm just a regular motherfucker, but I do pay attention and have a very unique view on shit. And I have very unique life experiences, which allow me to fucking do this. And I have my own fucking show, so I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. So welcome, you guys. I appreciate you guys being a part of the family. So there's something that I've been doing. I'm going to kind of get personal, and I'm going to, I don't know, I guess just share some cool stories here today. So one thing that I was thinking about is when it comes to doing the right thing as a man. Now, if you're a woman, this can apply to you in whatever fucking way as well. But I'm specifically talking about doing the right thing. I messed up my stickers. As a man. And what I'm thinking about, or this is regarding, is practicing being a good partner, practicing being a good man before fully being in a relationship. And that's something I've been taking on over the last, I don't know, year or so, 2 years, whatever, even more than that. I've been learning and trying to study and practice how to be a dope ass man for your partner. And it's not that it's like, okay, I got to tune myself to be this way or that way for this person or that person or whatever. No, more so, it's like I need to be a dope person for myself, and that in turn will allow me to be a good partner. So what I start thinking about is like listening skills. A lot of dudes, it's almost like a casual joke that your husband, your boyfriend doesn't listen. And it's funny. And in America, United States, it's kind of like this, like, oh yeah, he doesn't listen, huh? And it's like funny and people joke about it. But in reality, it's why dudes aren't getting laid in their relationships. It's why your fucking happiness dies, the fun dies, the sex dies. All of that shit just fucking kicks the bucket. Is because we stop being attractive for ourselves. And a lot of times we try and be attractive for our partner. And that's the shit that's not going to last. So when we try to be attractive for our partner, it's like, damn, what? This just crossed my mind. It's like, okay, if you're trying to be attractive for your partner, it's kind of like, that feeling of, okay, let's say like you got some, like, you went and you cut up a whole thing of like grapes and mangoes and some bomb ass fruit, right? And you're like randomly asking somebody, hey, you want some grapes? And they're like, oh no, like I'm cool, you know, like the person wasn't craving grapes, they didn't want them, whatever. But now let's say you sat down with that person, and I'm talking more of like a romantic sort of thing, I guess. Well, being in a relationship, I should say. You ask your partner, hey, you want some grapes? They're like, oh no, I'm cool. Or you want some mango? And it's like, oh no, I'm good. But let's say you already have the grapes and the mangoes and the whatever cut, and it's already prepared. Now you're sitting there and you feed them one. You know, it's like, try this. And, you know, you feed them and you're just being sweet and you just want them to try it because it's so fucking good, right? Damn, this is one of the dankest mangoes I've ever had. Try this. That's way different than being like, hey, you want mango? Here you go. And it's like, when we are trying to be attractive for our partner, we're being like, hey, like, do you want me to have muscles? Hey, do you want me to do something nice for you? Hey, do you want some? And then it makes it up to them and then it leaves it up to them what to do and how to, and it's like there's no attractiveness when it's like, oh, I have to think about something. It doesn't provide the space for you to be attractive to that person. So when we're kind of just sitting there like, hey, you want this, you want that, that's kind of what being attractive for our partner is like. But when we're attractive for ourselves, for the sake of ourself and being secure with ourselves, and just feeling like a good human being, looking attractive for yourself, that in turn creates you being an attractive person. And it's like, and now all of a sudden, even though I didn't necessarily want grapes or mangoes, I want it now because you fed it to me, you offered it to me. You're like, damn, this is really fucking good. And you try it and it's like, you experienced it. You discovered something dope on your own. And then now you're coming to share it with me. And that is attractive. That's hot. That makes me want grapes or mangoes. But if I'm just like, hey, you want some? No, I'm cool. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's like the same feeling I've realized. And in the past, I would let myself go for the sake of having fun and eating out and sharing fun experiences because food's such a big deal to me. Especially eating out or eating junk food or stuff like that. It's like I never had it growing up. So now like I go way overboard as an adult and I'm like, okay, that's not the right move either, you know? Cause sometimes it's just, that's not the way to go either. So I would lose myself for the sake of giving to that person. I'm just drawing my arm on accident. Rather than just offering something attractive, offering something delicious, offering something fun, you know, and it's like creating something fun, creating new experiences. Rather, I'll just be like, oh, here, you want some? Oh, this or that. And it's like a lot of dudes will do that. Like, will be all impressive to get the girl, to get the woman, to get whoever you're attracted to. And then just kind of start falling off with it because we did the work, we put in the effort, and now it's kind of like, eh. But the thing is like, when that's the case, it's because we were being attractive for that person. But when it's a long lasting and it's a real thing, then it's like you still want to be attractive for the sake of being an attractive person. And it has nothing to do with that other person's happiness. It purely has to do with our own wanting to look good, be our own sweet, juicy mango, be our own sweet, nice, perfectly refrigerated grapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's attractive. That's tasty. And it's like, oh, here, you want this? It's like, nah, it's cool. So I feel like that's where a lot of us lose attraction to our partners, or we lose attraction to ourselves. Really, it's like we become unattractive because we start doing it for the other person. And when we do it for the other person, it creates an uneven scale of like expectations and all of this. Because it's like, okay, well, I've been getting in shape the last month. What have you been doing? You've just been getting fat and lazy and blah, blah, blah. You haven't been doing shit. And when that happens, the scale's uneven. It's like, hey, you want grapes? You want grapes? You want grapes? Oh, these grapes are so good. You want some? You want some? Here, eat some, eat some. And then like, that's kind of what a lot of people's fun and sex life turns into, is like, hey, you want grapes? No, no thanks. Oh, here, eat some fucking grapes. Why don't you ever like fucking grapes? You see what you get what I'm saying, you guys? Like, I feel like that's what happens. And then in turn, it's like, how are you, how are your partner, how's your woman, how's your man, whoever, supposed to feel sexy when they don't even have the option to like want to eat grapes or not? You get what I'm saying? You follow? So it's like practicing being a good listener, being authentically interested in what your partner has to say, complimenting on the little things that they do. It's like, I just thought of this. You guys remember those little Tamagotchis where it's like, if you're young and you don't know what that is, it's like this little like digital pet. It was like this little like keychain thing. And they had fucking Tamagotchi. They had fucking Digimon. There was like one other one. Tokiko, Tomigo. I don't know. But whatever, there's Tamagotchi and there was like these Digimon, and there were these little like digital things inside this little electronic keychain sort of thing, and you basically, it's like you raise this little digital animal, and it was just like this game we had when I was in junior high school. This is like the late 90s when this happened, like 97, 98, 99, when these things were popular. And you raise it, and how you raise it determines how, like, what skills your little character has. So if you're raising it, and then you can like connect them, and you can make them fight, and you can make them work out, and you can make them eat, and you can make them poop, and you can do all these things. And it's like, if you didn't take care of your little character, it could literally like poop the whole screen, and it would kill it, and it would die because it was like malnourished. You can starve it and it would die because it was malnourished. You could overfeed it and it would get fat and it would die because it was malnourished. It was like, if you never exercised your thing, if you never disciplined it, then like when you went to have it fight another character or train with another character, it's like some person's character would be way fucking strong in this, and another person's would be way strong in this, and they would have different attributes. So it's like what you fed and how you maintained your relationship with your little digital character was the outcome of the performance of your character. So this works the same way as relationships, I'm seeing, is like when we feed into our relationship, like, what are you training your relationship to do? What are you feeding your relationship? What discipline have you applied to your relationship? What working out, what strength building have you done for your relationship? Right? So I see being a good listener, actually caring about what your partner has to say, especially men to women. Like when you can care about what your woman has to say and it's interesting and you actually care, that in turn, it's like it's feeding the relationship healthily. When you can express things and take turns to share, you ask how the person's day was and you really listen and you actually care, or they just start sharing about it and you actually listen and you're like, oh shit, like I get some of the stories could be boring or old or whatever, but you know what? This is why having these conversations needs to happen, because if you're in a relationship where the communication's open enough, you could be like, you can say something where it's like, dude, you keep telling, it's like, I appreciate you sharing your work with me and what's happened at it, but dude, it's like the same story every day. Does anything new happen? Like, dude, you got to take on some new hobbies. You got to go some more places, see some new people. It's like you can safely say that in a relationship where the communication's good. If the communication's bad, most people will just ignore that altogether and just be like, man, what the fuck does this bitch got to say? And you're just sitting there in your head and you're like, man, okay, like I just want to play my video game. I just want to smoke my weed. I just want to drink my beer. I just want to go fucking ride my motorcycle. I just want to go fucking watch TV. I just want to whatever. And it's like a lot of people are in this other place already. So I think when we are aware of ourselves and we're doing the work on ourselves, we have the awareness of, look, I'm exhausted. Like when I have these types of work days, I'm useless. I need you to be extra understanding if we're going to fucking get along and communicate well. It's like, I can't handle a lot of questions on these long work days. Any other time, like cool, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you can at least check with me to see if I have the energy or whatever, because like, I don't want you to unload your day and I don't have the capacity to be there for you or to understand or to find the gold in what you're saying. Right. So it's like, can you keep that thought? Can we talk about this in a couple hours? Can we talk about this tomorrow? Can we talk about this in the morning? And like not being afraid to have conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the more that we can like listen for the sake of actually listening and caring because you care. And it's like sometimes it's practice to even start caring. You know what I mean? And it's like if you listen to your lady or your dude and you don't give a fuck what they have to say, it either means you got to get out of the relationship or you guys got to start having some serious talks and doing some serious major work about it, because that is a recipe for an unhappy future. Like that's a disaster waiting to happen. And I believe that like the more we can learn to be curious, the more we can practice curiosity, just the easier and doper and better and more attractive like life is, and the more attractive we become. Because it's like when you're curious about things, you don't really have to be upset because you're like, oh, what's over there? It's like there's no limit. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people, they're unhappy because they've reached their limit and they're lacking curiosity. And it's like, oh, like my feet hurt. It's cold. I don't want to go walk around the next corner. And like, I know for me, I cannot not see around what's around the next corner. I'm like when I go off-roading, like out in the mountains or I'm in the desert, I'm like, oh, like, but what's around that corner? Oh, what's around that mountain? And I just have to fucking keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something in me. I have this fucking explorer in me. Like, if I were around in the fucking 1700s or like Viking time, or I don't know if I'm getting these dates right, but if I was around back in the day where it was like you hop on a boat and you're like, we're gonna discover some shit, like that would have been me for sure. I would have been on that fucking boat. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Hella quick, with the quickness for sure. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I always got to see what's around the next corner, and I realized that I'm like that. And I realized that I was lacking curiosity in my life. But when I go exploring, I'm like, whoa, I'm so curious in this realm and in this element. How can I expand on this? Like, because the more curiosity I can apply to questions in life and people and scenarios and settings, especially a partner, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, like if I could be more curious in relationships, then I'm kind of doing what David Meltzer talks about a lot, which is be more interested than interesting. Like that's kind of my goal when I meet people, and I cringe and I kind of like kick myself inside when I enter a conversation and I was being more interesting than interested. You know what I'm saying? It's like when somebody's interested in you, they think you're fucking cool. Or sorry, when you're interested in somebody, they think you're cool. I don't know if that was what I just said or not, but it's true though. Like you can meet somebody and all they did was ask you questions about yourself, and by the time the conversation is done, you're like, dude, that person's sick as fuck. So consider if you can apply that same curiosity where you're just interested. You're more interested in being interested than you are in being interesting. I have a million fucking stories I could tell. You guys listen to the podcast, I got stories for days. You guys only hear a fraction of them because it's what I can think about within the hour that I'm fucking recording, right? But like, I've got stories forever. And like, I can almost always find a setting or a scenario to where I could just start spouting off my story that had to do with whatever it is at hand. And I realized that's just me being interesting. That's not me being interested. It's more important to hear how the other person's experience was, and then if it's appropriate to apply my experience. But otherwise, I should just be more interested in what this person has to say, because that's where the gold is at. And they're sharing because they want to share something that they find cool and interesting. And if somebody that I think is dope or attractive is trying to share something that's cool or interesting, I should probably be pretty interested, right? Because if I'm not interested, then I need to like put myself in a different scenario or setting. So I've discovered it's like, hold on. I have this natural curiosity and curiousness to myself when I go exploring. I cannot talk today. Exploring. I was thinking of off-roading also. But when I'm exploring, off-roading, I'm on my motorcycle, I'm in my fucking truck, I'm like on a dirt bike, I'm on a 3-wheeler, or whatever the fuck I'm riding, right? Even if I'm on a jet ski or a boat, like, I gotta go see around the next fucking turn. I gotta go see what's around the next curve. Like, what if the terrain is different? What if there's a fucking waterfall? What if there's a mountain? What if there's a fucking cliff? What if there's a beautiful view? What if there's fucking water coming out of the floor? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen some cool shit around the next corner. So I want to keep seeing what's around the next corner. So I'm trying to apply that to people I have conversations with. All right, how can I see around the next corner of what this person has to say? Well, how do you do that? Well, you listen and you ask appropriate questions. Damn, how did that make you feel? What the fuck, for reals? Dude, what did you do after that? How did that make you feel? Where'd you go from there? What did you consider? How'd you have the strength to do that? Like, I didn't realize these were all incredibly valuable questions we can ask. And I struggle with it, and I don't do this all the time, but I know that it's something I work on and I need to do and keep improving, is having conversations like that and staying curious and being attentive and actually listening. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to say a whole bunch of shit and then forget what you said. But like, when somebody's listening, they remember the real and authentic and fun and exciting points of what you said. So even though you forgot, they remembered. And it's like, that person remembering something is far more important than you just saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
Because that shows somebody's attentiveness. It shows how much they care. It shows how much they're able to be present with you. And those are all super dope and attractive things. So I truly believe that the more we can learn to be curious, curiosity equals fun, and fun equals attractive. It's like, why do you think you got these like comedians? You get some hella ugly ass comedians and they get a lot of girls, they get a lot of attention, women, whatever. And it's like, well, it's because they're fun. They're funny. You don't even have to be attractive. Like, if you are fun and you're funny and you're cool as fuck, like, you're just naturally fun, that's automatically attractive. You don't have to be perfectly in shape. You don't have to be perfectly fucking cut, tan, haircut, this, that, whatever. You don't got to be rich. You don't got to have your fucking whole life together and perfect and this or that. You can just kind of be whatever. If you're a fun person, like, people will find you attractive to some capacity. It doesn't even matter what you look like, smell like, act like, whatever. I mean, within reason, right? But even then, it's like, there's still homeless dudes who are fucking getting girls. There's still fucking homeless women getting dudes. There's still, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it fucking happens. You know what I mean? So I believe that the more you can take curiosity and apply it to different aspects in your life, the better off you're going to be and the more attractive you're going to be. So it's like, how can you get more curious about yourself? How can we get more curious about ourselves? I think is really the question to ask. Because really, it's like, well, shit, what else is my capabilities? What other capabilities am I capable of? What else am I able to accomplish? What else am I willing to do? What else am I not willing to do? What else? And it's like, until we answer those questions, we don't really know ourselves and all of these. We don't know the answers. You know what I'm saying? And the more that we get specific and hone in on what it is exactly we want, how we want it, then that equals more satisfaction in life. Like, we end up getting more of what we want out of life rather than what we don't want. So it's like, being curious allows us to be present. Being curious allows us to say, what's this? What's this? And engage in real time and engage with people and just be more engaging. You know what I mean? And it's like, when we're not curious and we're not engaged in life around us and what's going on, we're likely in our past or in our future, which means we're likely not present at all. So the more that we can practice curiosity, like, I would recommend find where you are the most curious in life. Is it how electronics work? Is it how you make a recipe? Is it how you fix a car? Is it how you take apart a fucking VCR or DVD player or TV or computer? Is it how you can get your kids to learn this? Is it how to expand your human capabilities? How you can hold your breath for underwater for several minutes? Are you curious on how you can lift more weight? Are you curious about how you can help more people? Are you curious about how to overcome this or that? Are you curious in video games to where it's like you just gotta go around the next corner, you gotta go around the next thing? Are you curious that way about movies and TV shows? I gotta know what happens next. I gotta know what happens next. Like when we can find where that curiosity lives, we can just fucking take that little seed and start planting it elsewhere. If you're curious about what happens in the next level of video games or the next series of TV show, those things aren't very good for you. So it's like, in most cases, I should say, because some cases it is. But like, if you can take that seed and plant it into other areas with food, relationships, conversations, listening, dude, we become more attractive people simply because of that curiosity seed that we're planting and spreading everywhere else. And I know for me, I have this very default, that's just the way the fuck it is, and just accept it in my brain. So I have to like override that and consciously be like, okay, like what else is out here? What else can I see today? You know what I mean? Like, yes, I walk the same fucking path to get to my car every day or get to my house or whatever. But at the same time, I try and see something new. If I look into the mountains, I can see something new. If I look at the specific cars parked in the street, I can see something new. If I look at the buildings, the signs, the businesses, whatever the fuck is around, I have the opportunity to see some new shit. And therefore, my curiosity provided me that. I don't have to feel stale and old in the place that I live because I'm continuously seeing something new.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Purely thanks to curiosity. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Damn, dude.
Good morning and good howdy, everybody. It's been a while. Your favorite farmer. Finger-licking farmer, dickin', finger-fucking, fickin', chuckin', dickin', duckin', fist-bumpin', tickin', tuckin', chicken, fucking, dickin', duckin' farmer Fred is back. I was on a little vacation. I went to a place called hiatus, because I was on hiatus. They suspended me from speaking on commercials on the Damn Dude podcast because I forgot to tell somebody that they were being a little bitch. And it's my job as finger licking, finger chucking, finger fucking, finger ducking, chicken chucking, clicking, clucking farmer Fred. Is my duty to please that booty. So I'm back, and I'm here to remind you to enjoy life. Life is precious. Life is beautiful. Take time to be curious. Be excited about life. And remember, don't be a little bitch. Take time to practice gratitude so you can have a good attitude. Farmer licking, finger freaking, finger fucking, chicken chucking, clicking, clucking, dicking, ducking. Fred out.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Good morning, primals. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys had a nice little breaky break there. And we bike. Yeah. So, you guys. Damn. How do I even get into this next piece? The two forbidden words. Oh, and like. The three forbidden words of podcasting and recording. Like, like, and are not supposed to be said when you record shit. Dude, it took me so fucking long. I can't even listen to the old episodes because of how much I'm going, like, you know, like, dude, there was one episode I counted me saying like 24 times in a couple minutes, and I was just like, fuck this. I stopped counting, and I just was like, I need to get fucking better, dude. Like, how the fuck do I get better at this? Whoa. You know, I used to also think in terms of like curiosity and how this podcast exists and stuff. I used to listen to the like handful of favorite podcasts that I have, and I would think it has to be done like this. Oh, no, it has to be done like this. Okay, oh no, it has to be done this way. And then I realized that's just each person's unique format. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, why does this person do this every time? Is this necessary? Is this what makes this podcast successful? And I'll just listen. Is it the little key phrases? Is it the little noise buttons? Is it the conversations? Is it the guests? Is it the solo talks? Is it the long form? Is it the short form? There's all these different things. And I'm like, how the fuck do I do this? And it's like, it took me so long because half the time I'm like, am I doing this right? And that's kind of what's cool about podcasting. There really is no right way. I actually wanted mine for a while. I thought I needed it very structured and kind of like a radio show. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, now we talk about this and we call this guy and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, no, I don't want it like that. Like, that's kind of what I don't like about the radio, like, or whatever, you know? It's like I do to a certain extent, but I would rather, I like when they talk about real shit. That's why I don't know if you guys ever listened to the show Loveline back in the day. Dude, if you don't know what Loveline is with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. And it was just on the radio. It was just a radio show. I don't know if it was like TV or stuff too, but I listened to it on the radio show on a little fucking alarm clock radio that I used to have. And I used to just listen to it all the time. And it was like some real ass shit. Like, it was fucking hilarious, but people would call and ask relationship stuff. They would ask sex stuff. They would ask life stuff. And it was just really fucking fascinating. Why am I talking about Loveline? Oh, because the authenticity. That's what it is. Like, so what I really realized is like, no, I don't want any of that. I want the show to be authentic and real as fuck. And I want this show to be like, whenever you listen to it, I want it to be like, yo, I'm talking to my fucking homie right now. I'm talking to my big homie. I'm talking to my counselor. I'm talking to my whatever. And yo, this conversation just goes in. Like, that's how I want the show to feel. And I think I've done a pretty good job of doing that. I feel like I'm able to interpret things very simply in a way that makes sense for a lot of people. But anyway, see, it's kind of me being curious about how I do this and why I do this. Anyway, I think it's healthy to be curious about as many different aspects of our life as we can. It's very helpful. And like I said, it makes us more attractive. So with that being said, I don't want to say too much, especially because I haven't played this out in my head very well yet, or at all, really. Let me think real fast, you guys. So, damn, I kind of just jotted down notes, but I didn't actually think about how this would communicate. I'm trying to think of a way to say all this where it actually serves a point and a purpose, but how the fuck to get there? Okay. Fuck, I don't know. Whatever, fuck it. Let's just go for it. So last night, I'm like freaking out. Okay, so last night, I have to say, I went out with somebody, and this is one of the most baddest women on this fucking planet.
Damn, dude.
All right, fuck it. I said it. So I did. And it was very fucking special. I don't want to say too much, but I want this documented for the sake of documentation. And it's real, right? Dude, this girl, and she listens to the show. You are so bad. Like, oh my God. So let me guys just tell you a little bit about what I noticed about her. So one thing that I find is so hot is when a girl is beautiful without makeup and she's sexy and she is just beautiful, sexy, hot, cute, full natural face. That is the hottest shit ever. Like, dude, I cannot, like, makeup and all that. Like, yes, girls look good with makeup. Yeah. But dude, girls who don't need it and don't wear it because they know they don't need it, whoo, whole nother level. Like when a girl can get fully dressed up, I should say women, when a woman can get fully dressed up and just be fully natural and just be bad as fuck like that. Jeez, dude. Because it's like, as time goes on, and I mean, I guess this doesn't apply for everybody, but like, you're going to wake up next to your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, fiance, whatever, without makeup at times. And there's going to be times you take a double take and you're like, fuck, like, yikes, you know, like, that's not who I found attractive. And like, it's not to be mean, but it's like when girls, the women that listen to the show, you might get, I don't know, if you get pissed, whatever. It's not attractive when a woman has that look where they wake up and like where their eyeshadow or eyeliner normally is, or their eyelashes are normally filled in or something, and they have that like salamander or like chameleon sort of look where they look like an untanned like lizard or something. But there's like this chameleon look, or no, salamander look, that when girls wear makeup every day and it kind of like, you could tell the shade difference between where the makeup normally is versus where they're not wearing it when they woke up. There's this like naked looking salamander look that if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And that is just so unattractive. Like, not that there's anything wrong with it or whatever. It's just not attractive. It's not hot. Like, now, I've had ex-girlfriends who had that, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, I still found them beautiful, but I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, that happened, just to be real. And I don't like that feeling. It's like, dude, I want to think you're hot as fuck I want to think that you are just as beautiful during the day as when you wake up in the middle of the fucking night versus when you wake up in the middle of the fucking morning versus the middle of the next day versus the next night. It's like, dude, if you're beautiful and you're hot and you look the same that whole time, oh my God. Like, dude, your woman gets to be beautiful 24/7. Yo, she didn't have to take all this time getting ready, doing this and that. Like, yeah, no, that's cool every now and then. But dude, I would rather not have makeup on my shirt. I would rather not the salamander look. I would rather not the having to wait an extra fucking 45 minutes to get ready. I would rather not have to do any of that shit. Now, how many women out there are actually like bold enough and confident enough and brave enough to look that way, or to go to rock their makeup, their no makeup themselves that way, and still be fucking sexy as fuck? It takes a certain level of confidence and a certain level of just self-assurance to pull that off. Like, to me, nothing's more beautiful and sexy than natural. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, that's the best. So it's like, dude, this girl has that. And I'm just like blown the fuck away. Like, hottest shit ever. So we went out to dinner. It was fucking walked around, smoked a blunt. It was just the coolest shit ever. It was so dope. It was so like sexy and romantic and just fucking fun. Like, I used to think for the longest time that girls in general, women in general, just aren't very fun. Like, I know it sounds terrible, but you know, it's just the truth. It's like, to a certain degree, yeah, but it's like, I don't want to go hang out with women. It's just, it doesn't sound fun to me. But like with this girl, she's so different. I should say woman. It's weird flipping that word back and forth, but it's like, she's herself. She was just so naturally beautiful, and like her dress, just everything, like, fuck, so fucking perfect. And then she's funny as fuck, smart as fuck, attentive as fuck, and like chill and sexy and complimentive. And one of the hottest things is like the need to not impress, the need to not act like this or that, the need to just, or the ability to just be herself. Dude, that's the hottest shit ever. And in the past, I've always found girls always trying to impress me in some certain way. Like, they lean into their strengths and lean into their attractiveness or their whatever, and like we'll use that. And now I get it's like natural for us to do that because I was doing that too. But at the same time, it's like, dude, when we have done the work on ourselves, for ourselves, by ourselves, and then step up to the plate, then it's almost like, dude, like you get to just have fun as it is, as you are. There's no need to be impressive. There's no need to this or that or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't got to brag about this or point this out or do all this extra shit. It's just like fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's possible. Like, and I want to say, if you are one of these dudes who thinks like that, where it's like, man, like, excuse me, hanging out with women isn't fun or whatever. It's like, that can be the case, but hanging out with half the dudes out here is no fun either. So I think it's more so, it has nothing to do with man or woman. It's more just like finding somebody with the right vibe and the right outlook and the right upbringing and the right like family and friend dynamic that would equal this person having enough confidence for themselves, being sexy, feeling sexy. Like, dude, that's so attractive. And then it's like, when the person doesn't, like for me, if a woman doesn't need me, but she wants me and chooses me, that's fucking hot. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, she'd be good by herself and she wants to add me to her mix. That's dope. That's hot. And that's how I feel about myself right now too. It's like, dude, I'm so fucking good by myself. I do not need or necessarily even want anybody else. But dude, if you're going to be such an addition to my life, why would I not want that? You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
So that was my little thing. I'm not going to give away details and none of that shit, maybe later. But it's like, it's crazy what's possible when we practice being curious. When we really get curious in life and we get curious with people, dude, listening and conversations just fucking flow and it feels so good. And like a full, open, authentic, flowing conversation feels a million times better than oh yeah, like, man, this girl needs to shut up. I'm just trying to get some sort of conversation or interaction. The full attentiveness one is so much better and fulfilling than the like, fuck, I didn't get any, like, fuck this or that. It's like, you know, it's like there's nothing wrong with just going out to get laid or whatever, but it's like at the same time, why are you doing that? What is it that's lacking inside of you? What is it? How many hugs did you not get as a child that equals you needing to do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what makes a good man, I believe, is that when we have done the work to be great men in a relationship with or without the person, and let's say you're with somebody and you've been with them for a long time, you can get better. Your relationship doesn't have to stay like that. Even if your relationship is good, it can always get better and better and better. And the better your relationship, the better your life, the better fucking everything. It's like, who doesn't want a beautiful, sexy, confident woman to be able to support them and stand up and feel beautiful and sexy and feel seen and heard? Like, a woman who feels seen and heard and understood is a powerful, radiant, flowing goddess of a woman. Dude, when your woman feels safe and heard and understood, dude, what else? Everything else is just a bonus that you do from there. That's how you stay attractive and not become annoying. You know what I mean? It's like, I understand there's certain things that I do that, like, if I stop allowing the woman to feel heard and understood and safe, then my habits start becoming unattractive. You know what I'm saying? Me spending too much time listening to podcasts or educational shit is going to become annoying to that person because I stopped giving them the full attention and everything that they need and require to feel heard and sexy and powerful. So like, the moment I stop doing that is the moment all the shit that I do becomes unattractive. That's how it shifts from, oh, you ride your motorcycle, or it's like, dude, I love seeing you ride your motorcycle. I love seeing you do crazy tricks. It's such a turn on, to you ride your motorcycle too much. It's too dangerous. And like, how many dudes we know have fucking gotten into that relationship? Fuck that, dude. Like they used to say in the motorcycle shop when dudes would be like, oh, I gotta ask my wife. They'd be like, what, for her purse to get your balls out of them? It's like, there was a couple dudes who would say that to customers. They'd be like, oh, you need to ask your wife what, for her purse to ask for your balls back? Like, bro, don't be a pussy. Like, and I get that's harsh, but some dudes have gone that far and need that kick. And those dudes are either like, they ruin their relationship one way or another by being like, no, fuck my wife then, and then they come back and just get in trouble. Or they're like, oh, I need to go back and ask my wife, and they go home and they come back more miserable, and then 10 years go by and they're still coming by the motorcycle shop kicking tires with no real intention to actually buy a bike, and they're just looking for conversation and anybody to listen to them because their wife don't give a fuck. Their wife doesn't find their fucking, like, that look with the jean shorts, the t-shirt, and the like mid socks with the like Mervin's shoes that makes you look like a big baby. Like, that's not hot, dude. And the more that you just fucking keep handing over your balls and not being yourself, the more you turn into that big baby with a beard just coming in like, oh yeah, well, I just need somebody to talk to and blah, blah, and you don't even realize that's how you are. You have to talk to every person in the gym and just schmooze and bullshit for fucking 20 minutes every time. You start doing weird techniques and weird rituals, and you start having a shower with fucking 12 towels and just you do weird shit. And it's like, you start developing all this strange OCD habits and all this shit because you're just trying to avoid your wife. And it's like, dude, all you got to do is fucking get more curious about yourself, get more curious about them, get more curious about life, and just fucking start doing that. So I encourage and challenge you all to ask yourself, what is there that you can get curious about today, right now? Anything. And it could be something you've been doing for fucking years, and it could be something brand fucking new. But whatever that is, go lean into it. Try it. Do it. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this for myself. It's like, fuck, what can I do? How can I lean into this? What is there that I can do to provide this for myself? Right? So, men, women, do the right thing. Get curious. Get curious about life. Get curious about yourself. Get curious about the buildings around you. Get curious about the trees around you, the flowers around you, the bugs around you, the birds around you, the cars around you, the streets around you, the fucking cracks in the floor, the shit on the floor, the greenness of the grass, the yellowness of the grass, whatever, how much snow or rain there is where you live, how much fucking sun is out. Just start getting more observant, more curious. What's it like? What's the moon look like tonight? What do the stars look like tonight? You know what I'm saying? Because for those of us who live in places with light pollution, you can't even see the stars at certain times or certain nights because the light pollution's so bright. You can't see any of it. And you got to go drive an hour somewhere just to see the lights, or to see the stars, I should say. So get curious. What can you be curious about today, right now? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to start your own podcast? Do you want to start your own show? All you got to do is fucking start. It doesn't matter. I'm 175 episodes in before like anybody, you know, it took like 100 and fucking 60 some odd episodes before people started being like, yo, what? Like, cool. You know what I'm saying? And people start quoting things and sending me cool videos and this and that of it. And it's like, I so appreciate when people acknowledge the show at all. And then if you give compliments, I don't even know what to do with that. But when you guys acknowledge the show, it just does everything for me. I so appreciate that. Yeah, it's so cool that anybody even fucking listens to this. You know, it's like, there's times where seemingly nobody did. There was times where it's like, I'm getting fucking 50 downloads immediately per episode. And there's other ones where I'm getting fucking like 8 immediately per episode. And that does a lot to you. Even though it's not a bunch, it does something, you know? So the thing is, you just kind of learn the average, and it's like, as long as you don't give a fuck about that, keep going. I'm not curious about why it was only this or that. I'm more curious about how far can we take the show? How long can we how long can we keep doing this? Like, dude, 2 hours of like an hour show every week, that equals about 4 hours of my time total every week to doing this, and I do not get paid for it. It's just, I want to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on perspectives in life. And I want to give something that leaves a legacy behind for me. Because when I die, this shit will be in existence still. I just need somebody to keep paying for the show. It's like $45 a month. And that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Keep the show fucking published on air through Buzzsprout, and we good. But otherwise, dude, you know what I'm saying? What else? How else are your kids gonna know who the fuck you were? How else is history gonna know who you were? What did you do to leave your mark? You know what I'm saying? And that's something I think we should all get curious about. When you die, what are people gonna remember you by? How much access to you do people have after you're dead? How far will you live on after you die? Because you're only really dead once people no longer speak your name after you're dead. So I do my best to rep for my dead homies and dead family and all of that, you know? So, you guys, I got to get ready for Wook. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hope you guys have the most beautiful day ever. Nothing I hide, none in my eyes push away. And I don't want to be here for days. Surf for 30 years. Now the sun touch your face. Not me, not you. The last one's PS2. And it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Fuck, I love that song so much, dude. My son made that song, and I wish he liked it more. He's just like, man, that was just like a little phase of how I like making my music. And that clip was him playing guitar on a roof in a sunset, recorded on Instagram. So if you notice the quality is not perfect, it's because I took the clip from that. He doesn't even like replaying the song. He forgets how half the song goes. I'm like, no, I love that song. Like, it's fuck, dude. He makes all the music for our show, the intro, the outro, all of that. And I fucking love it so much. So yeah, hope you guys have a beautiful day. Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a best friends, cousins, uncles, pigs, farmers, best friends, pigs, fucking Peggy Sue, cousin, Billy Bob, Yeehaw, Jun Tao, bad guy, criminal arrester, detective Chan, in a minivan about the Damn Dude podcast. This could help save your relationship or create a really dope one. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We always keep it real till we appeal. It's never fake it till you make it. Always keep it real till you appeal, because you know what? Fuck that. Keeping it real has gotten me a couple haters here and there and a couple people, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, thanks, bro. But you know what? Since I've started talking my shit really on this podcast and on the internet, dude, I very rarely get hit up with people talking shit anymore. It went through a phase of like a handful of people bugged out by the shit I say, and they couldn't handle it and getting defensive, and they couldn't take on new information about life or their beliefs, and they weeded themselves out, and I just don't fuck with those people anymore. It's that simple. Or they just watch from a distance and they don't say anything because, like, cool. You know, say whatever the fuck you want to say. But speak your truth, spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, pull your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one. I love you guys. Be curious, get curious. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.